In the last case file, we talked about the silent treatment. How someone walks past you like you do not exist. How that pain is real. How brain scans prove it hurts like a broken bone. And how it is done on purpose. But the silent treatment is not where it starts. It is what they do after they already have you. So today, we go back to the beginning, to the moment they walked into your life, and the question almost nobody can answer afterward. How did I not see it coming? Here is the uncomfortable truth. You did not miss the red flags because you were careless. You missed them because of a specific psychological force that shuts down your judgment before you even realize it is happening. It is called charisma, and in the right hands, it is one of the most beautiful things a human being can have. But in the wrong hands, it is a weapon. A weapon designed to make you trust someone you should be running from. In 2012, a team of researchers at a Swiss university studied charismatic leaders. They expected to find that charisma made people better at leading. They found the opposite. Beyond a certain point, the more charismatic someone was, the less effective and the less trustworthy they actually turned out to be. Because charisma is not honesty. It is not competence. It is not goodness. It is the ability to make you feel something. And feeling something in someone's presence is not the same as that person being safe. Stay with me, because once you understand how this works, you will never look at a charming stranger the same way again. Here is what charisma actually is. It is not a personality you are born with. It is a set of behaviors that trigger specific reactions in the human brain. Eye contact held a moment longer than normal. A voice that drops into a tone of intimacy. The ability to make a whole room feel individually seen. Body language that radiates absolute certainty. Stories that bypass your thinking mind and go straight to your emotions. These are learnable skills. They have been studied, documented, taught. Which means they are available to anyone willing to practice them, regardless of what is hiding behind them. And here is the part that should make you pause. The most dangerous people in history were almost always described the same way. Magnetic. Charming. Impossible not to like at first. Because charisma does one thing better than anything else. It lowers your guard before you have any reason to raise it. Now, here is the neuroscience of why it works on you specifically. When you meet someone deeply charismatic, your brain releases a cocktail of chemicals. Dopamine, oxytocin, the feeling of connection and reward. And those chemicals do something dangerous. They create the sensation of trust before trust has been earned. You feel like you have known them for years. You feel understood in a way you rarely feel. You feel like this person is different, special, safe. But that feeling is not based on evidence. It is based on chemistry. And chemistry can be manufactured. A manipulator who has learned the mechanics of charisma can produce that exact feeling in you on purpose. And once you feel it, your brain stops evaluating them. It has already been decided. That is the trap. The moment you stop asking questions is the moment the door opens. So how do you protect yourself without becoming cold and suspicious of everyone? You stop relying on how someone makes you feel. You start relying on a specific set of questions applied over time. What do their actions show, not their words in a single conversation? How do they behave when there is nothing to gain? How do they treat people who cannot do anything for them? What do the people who have known them for years, not months, actually say? Charisma performs in the moment. The character reveals itself over time. And the gap between the two is exactly where every manipulator lives. Marcus Aurelius understood this 2,000 years ago. He was surrounded by charming people his entire life, advisors, flatterers, people who wanted something from him. And he developed one practice that protected him from all of them. He asked a single question about everyone he met. What does this person actually want? Not what they are saying. Not how they make me feel. What do they actually want? And is what they want compatible with what is good? Here is where the robot becomes one of your most powerful tools. Because charisma works by overwhelming your judgment in the moment. And the moment is exactly when you cannot think clearly. But AI does not feel charisma. It does not get charmed. It does not get swept up. It has no chemistry to manipulate. You can describe how someone is behaving, the pattern, the things they have said and done, and ask one question. Does this match what they are claiming to be? You can lay out the facts, stripped of the feeling, and see them clearly for the first time, because the facts were always there. The charisma was just making it impossible to look at them. So here is what this means for you. Starting today, 3 things change. First, you stop treating a strong first impression as evidence. The feeling that you have known someone forever is not proof that they are safe. Sometimes it is just proof that they are skilled. Slow down. Let time show you who they actually are. Second, you watch what they do when the charm is not needed. How they treat the waiter, the assistant, the person who cannot help them. That is who they actually are. The charm is the performance. The behavior when nobody is watching is the truth. Third, you ask the question Marcus Aurelius asked. What does this person actually want? Not cynically, just honestly. Because a person with good intentions has nothing to hide from that question, and a person with bad ones cannot survive it. Charisma is not the enemy. Some of the best people you will ever meet are magnetic and warm and impossible not to love. The difference is not whether someone has charisma. The difference is whether there is substance underneath it. Real charisma invites you closer, and the closer you get, the more there is. False charisma invites you closer, and the closer you get, the more you realize there was nothing there at all. And the only way to tell the difference is time. The one thing a manipulator never wants you to take. If this opened your eyes, if you thought of someone while watching this, do one thing right now. Hit like. Not for me, not for the algorithm. For the person who is about to meet someone charming and dangerous and needs to see this before they do. Your like is what helps them find this video, and finding this video might protect them from something they cannot see coming. Now, here is what you need to know. Charisma is how they get in, but there is a reason you stay long after you should have left. A reason that has nothing to do with logic, and everything to do with what happens to your brain after the charm has done its job. It is the strongest bond the human mind can form, and it almost always forms with the people who hurt us the most. Case File 05 is trauma bonding, the science of why you cannot leave, even when every part of you knows you should. It is the answer to the question that has haunted you the longest. Subscribe. Turn on notifications, because this is the one that finally explains it. And drop a comment below. Have you ever met someone whose charm felt almost too good to be real? You do not have to name them. Just say, yes. Because trusting that instinct is the first step to protecting yourself. I will see you in Case File 05.